Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Harrison Matt. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel. So today, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about 3 things that you guys can do to help make your profile more appealing to potential employers and recruiters. Now, I see this question a lot online, so I want to take a moment to answer it. And this is your 2020 strategy. It's a little different than last year's and a little bit different than what everybody else is saying, but it's proven to work. I personally have gotten incredible job offers before I started my business, and I know people that have landed jobs because they've used this strategy. Tip number 1, do not under any circumstance treat your LinkedIn like a resume. I know that sounds weird, and you're probably wondering, well, why would I want to do that? Look, if you're a salesperson, take the time out to write really good stuff on LinkedIn. That means filling out what your job title is and your responsibilities. Go bullet by bullet in there. It doesn't need to be a resume saying, hey, this is what I worked on. No, this is what I helped the company with, right? When people go to that section to see what you're doing, they want to know what you've done for the company and what achievements and goals you've reached. If you were the #1 producer for a quarter, write that in there. That is a great place to brag. It's not a resume. It's not saying all the extra stuff that you've done with it, but it's a great way to highlight some of the really key points that you've done. Also, make a really good headline, something that's going to invoke emotion, and write in your about profile, maybe instead of a sales pitch, more of a, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on, and these are the people I'm looking to connect with. It shows that you're motivated to go make those connections. It shows that you're interested in making those valuable connections that a company might find valuable. With that being said, they're going to reach out to you. Cleaning that up and making sure those are really, really spot on is super important. Plus, there's a little bonus. If you put a new profile picture up, it's fresh, it's new, it's relevant, and if you're well dressed, you're only going to get more people that reach out to you because it's professional. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, start treating LinkedIn more like a network and less like a sales spot. Now, I talk a lot about sales on this channel, and that's great. I love making sales. But if you're looking for a job, tune it down a little bit. Start engaging with recruiters on LinkedIn. Start adding them as connections. Start engaging with content. Say, hey, I'd love to meet people in this industry, right? If that's the industry that you're looking to break into or a company that you're looking to break into, start adding those people as connections. And if you want to, you can even do more warm outreach. It's super important. And when you start doing that warm outreach, it shows people that you're open. Also, hitting that little switch saying, allow recruiters to contact me is going to be super important. So stop treating it like it's a resume and start treating it like a platform that you could potentially get a job on, right? There's 2 different kinds of content that you're going to be making and different ways that you're going to be interacting with the platform. Stop treating it like a sales platform and start treating it like a professional business network where it's going to allow people to reach out to you. And tip number 3, this is going to be a little bit longer. Track down who you want to work for. I know it sounds weird, but instead of taking a more laissez-faire or passive approach, start thinking about what companies you want to work for. If you want to go work for PSEG, or if you want to go work for GE, or any of these major companies, start to figure out who the key executives are in the hiring positions. Then either reach out to them slowly, or start to add them as connections online. If people see that you're adding these key executives online, they're going to know something's up. If a key executive or an HR person looking to hire somebody sees that you've added them and you may have sent them a little message saying, hey, I'm interested, they're immediately going to say, hey, you know what, maybe we should consider you for a job position. Now, this seems like a little bit of a weird approach, but adding them online is a great way for them to see, hey, what are you working on? Who are you engaging with? What kind of industries are you looking into? And from there, it now allows them to say, hey, is this person going to be a good candidate for us? Is it worth us reaching out? Also, when you connect with different people in those industries, LinkedIn knows to start showing you potential job offers in those areas. So if you have Career Navigator on there, you could start to look for, hey, you know what, this company has a position open, I already know this person, maybe it's a warm outreach. On the flip side of things, also connecting with those business people is going to be connecting with those recruiters, letting them know, finding the recruiters that niche in your industry, right? Not every recruiter is going to work with everybody in every industry. So take the time out to do your homework. Find a recruiter that's going to help in your niche. If you're in marketing and graphic design, there's recruiters for marketers and graphic designers. It's really not that hard. And saying, hey, by the way, I'm looking for new opportunities. If anything comes across, let me know. Now that you've connected with them, they're going to see the content that you're making. They're going to see the way you engage with other people. And if an opportunity comes up, they're going to recommend you. Now, this is a longer term play. It's much slower than picking up the phone and calling a recruiter, but it's something that you could do at your office, at your computer, in a very solo way that is just going to help you progress over time. I personally love when people say, hey, I'm looking for a new job, or I'm thinking about looking for a new job. If you're thinking about looking for a new job, but you're in no rush to leave your current job, take the time out to say, you know what? I'm just going to start to slowly look. Put out the little feelers out there, and over the course of a couple months, people are going to start to reach out to you. And that's the way it goes. You can't look for a job when you absolutely need one. That is the worst time to look for a job, and it's the worst time to change careers because you're desperate. You're going to take anything. Take a more lackadaisical approach and just start to add the right people, build your profile correctly, and interact in certain ways that are going to get the right eyeballs on you. And when you do that, you're going to get really high quality job offers, and you have the ability to say no, which puts you in the upper tier of people that could say, you know what, that's not a job I really want. Or that's a job I really want. Let's start getting a conversation going. That way I could potentially move forward with this and change your career and get that job on LinkedIn. Sounds weird, but it really does work, especially if you're in the right position where you don't need the job. If you only want the job or you're thinking about it, put out the feelers. Worst comes to worst, you say no, and you're already on your way to having a better career at your company because you can say no. Guys, my name is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur. Thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I really do appreciate it. I know I'm in a different attire. I had to dress up fancy for a client today, or this fancier for a client today. So thank you guys, and I wanted to come by because I saw a bunch of comments in somebody else's videos and stuff like that, so I figured this video might really help somebody. I personally have gotten some incredible job offers on there, so I think that you guys could too. If you haven't already, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and as always, thank you guys so much for viewing my videos. I hope you guys found some value in this. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.